Disclaimer. Hey, what is up guys? Today, we are gonna discuss what if Deku had earthbending or earth manipulation as his quirk. So let's start with the video.
Big Deku get it on Macy Gray. Yeah. Raindrops, drop top, smoking on cooking a hot box, fucking on your bitch, you thought.
Sorry I haven't posted in a while. I forgot that I had some works to finish and ended up not finishing some scripts, but now I'm back and will be posting more very soon. Last time we ended with Deku being taken as a student by All Might. All Might gave Deku a brief explanation about One for All, its previous users and its sole purpose. Deku accepted the offer and decided to train for the next 10 months with All Might. For now Deku's body is a bit fragile, causing his quirk to have a lot of weakness, so he searched for ways to make his quirk more efficient. Along these 10 months, he learned some kung fu moves that makes him use his quirks efficiently. They are called Hunger Kung Fu, which is used by earthbenders in Avatar: The Last Airbender, and Southern Praying Mantis, which Toph uses. Even learning those, they weren't enough to help him be a vessel to One for All, so All Might had him lifting weights and clean the beach like in the original timeline. This also helps him learn how to lift heavier boulders and bend great amount of rocks. After 10 months Deku has grown really strong and is twice his size in the original timeline. Deku also learned that he could bend sands too, since they are substance of earth, and during those times, he learned that he could also feel vibrations in the ground and see without his eyes. He called these two newfound powers sand bending and sonic senses. Hours before the exam, All Might arrives at the beach and sees Deku standing at the top of a little mountain that he made. He was screaming from the top of his lungs and bending the earths around him easily. All Might then quickly ran towards him to catch him from falling, and when he did he congratulated Deku on succeeding on his training. He then smiled and told Deku about his prize, then pulled out his hair and said, "Eat this." Deku was stunned for a few seconds and ate the hair. All Might then explained he will feel some changes to his body and his quirk would be amplified. Deku then understand everything and asked All Might if he could give him some tips on how to use it. Deku later experienced some changes to his quirk. Now for the exam. Deku met Bakugo at the entrance and they both had a talk. While walking inside, Deku accidentally tripped over and used his quirk to help him up. Uraraka approached him and said that she was surprised and was about to use her quirk on him. Deku smiled and thanked her, then went inside. For the written exam, Deku did a good job and finished before everyone. Now it's time for the practical exam. Deku then saw Uraraka and wanted to properly greet her, but Ida stopped him. Deku understood why and walked off. Then the bell rang and everyone started running. Deku then started using his quirk to move faster and outran everyone. When he set his eyes on the first robot he encountered, he bent a small amount of the ground to destroy it. For the other robots, Deku turned the ground to sands, causing them to be sucked in, and when they were, Deku would return the ground to normal and destroy the heads. Minutes before the exam finished, the teachers who were watching the students decided to release the 0-pointer to actually see who really have the courage to fight their fears. All the students then started running around thinking they won't be able to do anything about it. While everyone were running away, Deku heard someone asking for help and saw the girl he met earlier. Deku couldn't leave her alone, so he bended the walls that trapped her. He then made a large barrier that struck the robot and made a hole on its body. Deku thought that this was not enough to stop it, so he started running on the barrier and bended the rocks to form a giant fist on his arm. Deku then boosted himself up using his quirk and remembered the words of All Might. He then shouted, "One for all, Meteor Smash." He then punched the robot, and when it collided, a massive airwave was released and completely broke the bot apart and also the buildings behind it. The bell then rang, and it was the end of the exam. Deku landed safely and went to the girl and asked if she was okay. Everyone who witnessed this was shocked and couldn't comprehend that someone young could have powers like this. The teachers who saw this was proud of Deku and gave him 60 rescue points for saving someone. All Might who were watching smiled and thought to himself he chose the right person. Days later, Deku got a letter from UA and opened it with his mother. It was a holographic message and All Might appears. All Might then started praising Deku on how well he did and for saving Eureka. All Might then revealed that he will be a teacher in UA for the coming year and that Deku got a total of 141 points. This then shocked him since he didn't know he took out more than 30 robots. All Might then explained that he got rescue points. All Might says that the judges were looking for more than just smashing robots. They were also looking for rescue points. Deku was so proud of what he did and started sobbing. Later that night he met up with All Might to talk about how well the exam went and even told him that his quirks are somehow stronger than before. All Might was so proud of what Deku has done and told him he doesn't regret choosing him. He then once again explained why his quirk has gotten stronger because of One for All. Weeks later it was time for him to enter his new school. Deku arrives at his new school and while he was walking around the corridors, he sees the door to his class and was surprised by how big it was. He then entered and was puzzled by what was happening. Bakugo and Ida were arguing about being respectful and manners. When Deku was about to walk in, Eureka quickly snuck up to him and said that she remembers his messy green hair. She then started thanking Deku for saving her before. The whole class went quiet and were looking at Deku. Ida then came up to him and introduced himself, then admitted to being inferior and weaker than him. Deku smiled and said it was fine. Eureka then said that she is excited to be in the same class as him and hope they will be friends in the near future. Aizawa then appears out nowhere and tells them they should leave if they were there to have fun and make friends. Everyone started to wonder who he was and why he looked so tired. Aizawa then explained that he is their homeroom teacher and that they will have a quirk test. He then threatened them that anyone who is last will be expelled. Everyone then started running and started getting change. Minutes later everyone arrived at the school field and met up with their teacher. Aizawa then told them that they will test their current skill and will be compared to each other. Everyone then started to get serious and ready. The first test was the bull throw, and since Deku scored the highest on the exam, he went first. Aizawa called him up and told him to use 100% of his power. Deku then smiled and covered the bull with rocks. He then went on a fighting stance and the bull was floating in the air. He then did a move which lifted the ground and catapulted the bull forward. He then started controlling the bull since he had rocks on it. When he couldn't longer control the rocks, the bull has already traveled over a kilometer. The whole class was shocked and started cheering, saying that it was going to be fun to use their quirk. Aizawa then got angry and said that the person who placed last will be expelled. Now it's time for the rest of the test. Deku on the running one bended the ground to push him to the end, which he finished the race in 2.3 seconds. For his jumping, Deku then created a large boulder from the ground to use as his flying carpet. He got one of the highest score for this. The rest of the test he did pretty good and better in the original timeline. He placed at number 2 just under Momo. No one was expelled since Aizawa explained that he only said it because he wanted everyone to use 100% of their strength. This is the end of the video. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Please like and subscribe for more. Keep calm and love yourself.